most surprising thing about the new Kia Optima Sportswagen is that the Korean manufacturer hasn't made one before. Even sister company Hyundai has a wagon in this segment, the i40 Tourer, going up against the old benchmark Ford Mondeo Estate and slinky-looking Mazda 6 Estate. With its sights set firmly on the company car market, Kia is hoping to find new customers for this pragmatic and smartly styled estate. Similar trim levels to saloon with lots of kit. Even in tray level 2 cars come packed out with equipment, including the 7-inch sedan system, reversing camera, aircon and cruise control. From there you can upgrade to 3-spec and finally a sporty-looking GT Line S, distinguished by a subtle body kit and larger alloy wheels. Top-spec cars enjoy a generous equipment list including things like wireless phone charging, 360-degree camera, automatic parking, adaptive cruise control and bright LED headlights. Diesel engine with low CO2. For the time being there is only one engine, a 1.7-liter diesel, until the performance-biased petrol GT comes along in 2017. The standard unit should appeal to fleet drivers though with 113 gkm of CO2, just 3 grams more than the saloon. In fact, Kia reckons 3/4 of Optima Sportswagens will go to company car drivers. Manual cars also crack the 0.62 mph sprint in less than 10 seconds, with the diesel motor providing suitable mid-range punch for overtaking. Added practicality. The most obvious benefit of the new estate is its larger boot. You get 552 liters with the rear seats up, and 1,686 liters with them down. There are all manner of tie-down options available to help you make the most of the space out back, plus a couple of underfloor trays for keeping valuable items out of sight. Can this new body style for Kia hit the nail on the head first time around? Read our Kia Optima Sportswagen full review to find out. For the time being there's only one engine on offer, a 1.7-liter diesel engine offered with 2 different gearboxes. Diesel engine carried over from the saloon is Kia's 1.7-liter Car-D turbocharged diesel engine, which develops 141 horsepower and 340 Nm of torque. Thanks to standard fit stop-start technology you can expect only a small penalty in terms of CO2, with the estate putting out only 3 gkm more than the saloon with a manual gearbox. Fuel economy for both versions is claimed to be in the low 60s, again with the manual box performing better. The final victory for the self-shifter is the benchmark 0.62 mph sprint, which it completes in 9.8 seconds compared with the auto's 10.7 seconds. In reality, while neither feels blisteringly fast, there's plenty of mid-range shove to help you complete overtaking maneuvers and a keenness to get going from a standstill. The only area where this engine falls down a bit is in outright urgency at higher speeds, largely in part to the longer ratios of the higher gears. 2 gearboxes available on the first 2 trims is a 6-speed manual gearbox that goes about its business with deftness and precision. It's not the most soul-stirring thing to operate but it's easy to use and snicks between rations with a pleasing action. The more expensive 7-speed dual-clutch automatic comes with the top 2 trims and gives you the choice of normal, eco and sport modes, taking in the transmission shifts and throttle response. Sport setting speeds up the shifts and also gives the box more urgency to drop down a gear or 2 in response to a jab of the throttle. You can also grab hold of 2 steering wheel mounted paddles to take control of the gearbox if you wish, but we found it worked just fine by itself. Not a traditional Kia strong point but an area where the Korean manufacturer is keen to make up ground on its rivals like the Ford Mondeo. The Optima Sportswagen retains the saloon suspension architecture but uses its own spring and damper rates, meaning you get a comparable ride quality and driving experience in either model, despite the larger car's rearward bulk and higher center of gravity. It's not a class-leading steer but manages to keep pace with the competition with more aptitude than ever, particularly the updated traction control system that doesn't step in quite so aggressively. Grip levels are good and there's less body roll than you would expect from a car of this type. The steering feels linear and accurate thanks to a special power steering motor, which reacts more directly to your inputs and gives you a better feel of the road. The Optima Sports wagon has the same dashboard layout as the saloon, with the buttons and central screen aimed towards the driver. The touchscreen is very responsive and laid out in an easy-to-navigate manner. Fit and finish is to a high standard, and there's a pleasing lack of cheap plastic or rattling trim panels. There are quite a lot of buttons on the wheel and by the gearshift though, especially in high-spec cars that come with a lot of kit. The upside of this slightly cluttered look is you can find the seat ventilation controls without looking. Satin chrome trim looks smart and doesn't glare under direct sunlight, and everything closes or operates with a pleasing and well-engineered thunk. The smartphone wireless charger available on higher trims is angled away from the driver to help reduce distractions and keep your device from flying around the cabin on a spirited drive. Lots of seals and insulation in the front of the cabin help to keep the wind and engine noise out, resulting in a nicely hushed environment at anything below high motorway speeds. Engine noise itself is largely absent from the cockpit, with little sound or vibration entering through the front of the car unless you're really ringing the 1.7-liter diesel engine hard. The suspension isolates lumps and bumps in the road well without thumping around, and the ride is particularly well judged, despite a new focus on driver enjoyment. Equipment levels in the Kia Optima Sports wagon broadly follow the saloon car's specification, with grades named 2, 3 and GT Line S. Standard Kia Optima Sports wagon equipment. Matching standard equipment with the saloon means you get lots for your money, plus some estate specifics like roof rails, a luggage area DC power socket, on a touch folding rear seats, a luggage partition and towing connection preparation. Entry-level 2 specification gets you a 7-inch sedan of system with European mapping and a reversing camera, plus either Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. The leather steering wheel gains stereo controls, plus there are front and rear USB ports, dual-zone automatic aircon with different settings for driver and passenger, cruise control with speed limiter, electrically heated folding mirrors and a 6-speaker DAB radio system with Bluetooth music streaming. Outside there are 17-inch alloy wheels and LED daytime running lights. Upgrade to level 3 and you get a luggage rail system, boot lip protector and privacy glass in the rear. The sedan of screen grows to 8 inches and the driver's seat gains 8-way power adjustment and heating. You also get 18-inch alloy wheels, chrome and body color exterior door handles and LED front fog lights. Best of all is the Harman Kardon premium sound system and a powered tailgate. Top trim is the sporty GT Line S, which is distinguished by its subtle body kit and 18-inch wheels. You also get a wireless mobile phone charger, 360-degree parking camera, automatic parking, adaptive cruise control, and a tilt-slide panoramic sunroof. Bright LED headlights join dynamic cornering lights, plus black leather upholstery with ventilated front seats, a smart key with illuminated start-stop button and ambient interior lighting. While the Kia Optima Sports wagon itself hasn't been crash-tested by Euro NCAP, the saloon gained a 5-star rating when it was assessed, so there's no reason to assume the estate will be any less safe. Just over half of the body is made of high-strength steel, plus you get 6 airbags and electronic stability control as standard. The amount of driver assistance tech varies with trim level, but you can get plenty of kit, including autonomous emergency braking with pedestrian detection, smart cruise control, blind spot detection, lane keep assist, rear cross traffic alert, 360-degree view camera and automatic parking. You'd expect a large estate car to do well here, and you'd be right. A large 55/21,686-liter boot seats up-down gives you plenty of room to pack things into, and there are a number of different lashing and IE-down options as you climb the trims. There's lots of room up front, and rear passengers do quite well too, providing they're not tall and sitting behind a tall driver. The middle pew is a bit cramped, but you should expect to carry 4 adults in comfort.